أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هلم شهداءكم الذين يشهدون أن الله حرم هذا فإن شهدوا فلا تشهد معهم ولا تتبع أهواء الذين كذبوا بآياتنا والذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة وهم بربهم يعدلون. In this verse, Allah wa ta'ala concludes the entire subject matter in regards to the making haram and making halal of animals. That previously we had discussed in great detail that the mushrikeen, they used to make certain animals halal and certain animals haram upon them to eat. So here Allah wa ta'ala finally challenges them. And Allah ta'ala says, قُلْ هَلُمَّ شُهَدَاءَكُمُ الَّذِينَ يَشْهَدُونَ أَنَّ اللَّهَ حَرَّمَ هَذَا. Say to them, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you bring your witnesses, those people that will testify that verily Allah wa ta'ala has made this haram. They used to say that this haram has been made from the side of Allah wa ta'ala. This animal Allah has made haram. So Allah ta'ala challenges them that if you're saying Allah made it haram, bring your witnesses to prove that Allah ta'ala had made it haram. فَإِن شَهِدُوا فَلَا تَشْهَدْ مَعَهُمْ. And if these people, they come forward and they bear witness, they testify, then you don't testify with them because they are speaking lies. Allah ta'ala didn't make it haram, so you don't testify with them. وَلَا تَتَّبِعْ أَهْوَاءَ الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا وَالَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْآخِرَةِ وَهُمْ بِرَبِّهِمْ يَعْدِلُونَ. And do not follow the desires of those people that deny our ayat, that deny our verses, and do not follow the desires of those that do not bring iman upon the akhirat, meaning they are upon kufr. وَهُمْ بِرَبِّهِمْ يَعْدِلُونَ. And they associate equals to their Rabb, meaning they ascribe partners unto Allah wa ta'ala. These kuffar, you shouldn't follow them in the least bit. Thereafter Allah wa ta'ala instructs Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam that now inform these people what Allah ta'ala has actually made haram. So here Allah wa ta'ala doesn't address the Jews only, neither does Allah ta'ala address the mushrikeen and the polytheists of Makkah, but Allah wa ta'ala addresses mankind. قُلْ تَعَالَوْا أَتْلُ مَا حَرَّمَ رَبُّكُمْ عَلَيْكُمْ. Say to them, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that come, I will recite what your Rabb has made haram upon you. What has your Rabb, what has Allah ta'ala made haram upon you? Number one, Allah tushriku bihi shay'a, that do not ascribe any partners unto Allah wa ta'ala. A person that is involved in shirk, whether it is of the lowest form, this person will never be forgiven in the court of Allah. Inna Allah la yaghfiru bihi, inna Allah la yaghfiru ay yushraka bihi wa yaghfiru ma duna dhalika liman yasha. A person that makes shirk, Allah ta'ala does not forgive. But besides that, any other sin a person has committed, he makes tawbah, Allah ta'ala is prepared to forgive such a person. The moment a man gets involved in shirk, Jannat becomes haram upon him and Jahannam becomes compulsory upon him. So Allah tushriku bihi shay'a wa bil walidaini ihsana, and show kindness to your parents. Here again, after the right of Allah ta'ala is the right of the parent. This we mentioned before also, because the love that the parent has for his child, there is no ulterior motive whatsoever. The parent is genuine in his love for his children. Therefore Allah ta'ala brought the rights of the parents immediately after his right. Another reason the commentators of Quran have mentioned that your parents were the means of you coming into the world. They were the ones that brought you up from childhood, from infancy. They brought you up until finally you became independent, you became an adult. So if you must learn to fulfill the rights of your parents first, then you will learn how to fulfill the rights of Allah ta'ala. If you can't start from the bottom and fulfill the rights of your parents, how are you going to later be able to fulfill the rights of Allah wa ta'ala? So wabil walidaini ihsana. Further Allah Ta'ala says, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ مِنْ إِمْلَاقٍ, that don't kill your children due to fear of poverty. Today it is done in the world in the name of family planning, that don't overpopulate the world. What is going to happen? How is everybody going to eat? So Allah says, don't kill your children due to fear of poverty. You cannot even feed yourself. So Allah clarifies this matter by saying, نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُكُمْ وَإِيَّاهُمْ. We give you rosy also. We feed you also. You can't even feed yourself. And we will feed these children also. This is the work of Allah wa ta'ala. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الْفَوَاحِشَ مَا ظَهَرَ مِنْهَا وَمَا بَطَنَ. And don't come close to any indecency. Here it refers particularly to adultery. Don't even come close to adultery. What is done openly, what is done secretly. This is all in the knowledge of Allah. There is no question of openly and secretly for Allah. Everything is equal for Allah wa ta'ala. So don't even come to any form of indecency. This is also haram. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ. And do not kill a soul which Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has made haram except with a right. Meaning, don't take the life of another human being. This is also haram, except with a right. What is meant with a right? For example, a person is living in a Muslim state, and a person, he becomes a murtad. He turns away from his deen. So this particular person, he will be given 3 days. He will be put into prison for 3 days. In 3 days, whatever doubts he has, then the ulama must remove these doubts. They must answer his questions, and he must return to Islam. If within 3 days this person is not prepared to come back towards Islam, then this person must be killed. So this is a right to kill that particular person. Or a person unjustly murdered another person. He killed another person. So equal retribution. His life must, the murderer's life must now be taken in return. That is what is referred to illa bil haq. Or a person is living in a Muslim country, and Allah forbid a person gets involved in adultery and is a married person, then he must be stoned to death in accordance to the laws of Sharia. So this is a right for which a person must be killed. Allah Ta'ala said, ذَلِكُمْ وَصَّاكُمْ بِهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. This is what your Rabb commands you. This is what Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala advises you, so that you will understand and you will contemplate in these matters. We'll continue from here, inshallah.